Hey guys, today I am doing a book haul and it's mainly charity shop based, but I have bought a few from other places. So I was going to include the ebooks I recently got to read for review, but I thought it would just be a bit too excessive. But if you do want to see like a haul on those, just let me know. But until then, that shan't be done. So I'm just going to start with the book that I got today, which is strange because I started reading it today. And I don't usually do that with a book. I kind of wait till I show it and then I end up reading it or kind of get to it eventually. But this one, I finished reading Frankenstein whilst I was waiting for my mum to finish work, and I still had like 2 hours to kill. So I picked up this book and I've been interested in reading it for a little bit because it had a fair amount of good press, shall we say, and that is The Isle of the Lost by Melissa de la Cruz, and this is a Descendants novel. I don't know if you can see the D is like Disney, and what it is, it's basically set where all the evil Disney villains are basically put onto this island, the Isle of the Lost, and they're domed in, they don't have any interference from the outside world, and they're just kept there to keep the USA, which is the United States of Oregon, free and peaceful from their evil, cruel ways. And whilst these villains are under this dome and like inhabited on this island away from all the pretty fairy tale like world, they have children and they bring them up and it's their story, and it's so cool so far. I'm not that far in, I'm not even 100 pages, just barely 90 pages in, but I'm really enjoying it so far. It's definitely got that feel of maybe middle grade book. The writing's really witty, it's making me laugh. I've laughed so many times during just the few pages that I've read, and I'm really enjoying it so far. And yeah, I should probably mention that these were bought during the months of August and July. I couldn't think of what the months were then, so it's over the span of 2 months. But yeah, so the next book I got was actually from Joe, and he got this from a charity shop, and it is Philip Pullman's His Dark Materials, The Definitive Guide by Laurie Frost. Sorry if I've already shown these books, I don't think I have, but I might have done somewhere along the line. Anyway, he got this for 50p, so that was really awesome, and it's basically just a huge, like, I don't know, kind of an anthology of sorts dedicated to Philip Pullman's Dark Materials books. Like, it goes into depth about the meanings of things and the people and the clothes, and it sounds awesome. So I'm thinking of reading this alongside His Dark Materials if I decide to reread it anytime soon, just so I can do like an actual review and review it with some deeper knowledge. Next book I picked up is Trudy Cannivan's The Ambassador's Mission. This is the first in the Traitor Spy trilogy. I haven't finished the Priestess in the White trilogy, so I won't be reading this until I've got the last book, but I've been wanting to read more of her, and I don't really know what this is about. Apparently somebody needs to hunt down a rogue magician, but they have to face the problems of their own. Seems like it's set in a strict city or something, or exiles involved. It sounds cool, but I really don't know too much about what it's about. I just wanted to try another series from this wonderful, wonderful woman. I think this came in a set of 4 books for £1, and I think Joe got a book from that offer, so I've got 3 to show you from this specific buy, if that makes sense. The next book is Changeless by Gail Carriger? I'm not sure. I know that this is the second book in the Soulless trilogy, it might be. I'm not sure if it's a whole series or whatnot, but I think there's a it's called the Parasol Protectorate. And I know that there's like manga versions of these, but I don't know if the manga came first or if the book came first, but I've been wanting to pick up the series for ages, and seeing as I saw one of the books in the series, I thought I'd pick it up because it was super cheap. This was £1 on its own, so maybe that wasn't part of the 4 for £1. I know that some of these were part of that deal, but yeah, that is Changeless, which is book 2. Next one I got is a really cute, funny one. It's called I Love You Baby, and it's produced by Big Bros Workshop, Jinko Press, and it's a characters collection book, and it's just got random, like, cute illustrations. Yonderland. Oh no, it says Underland, never mind, I thought it was the TV show with the Horrible Histories characters. But yeah, it's just got like illustrations, some like graffiti art and stuff. It's just something pretty to flick through, and yeah, it's pretty cheap and quite cute. The next one is also a second book in a series. I seem to be picking up like random books within a series, but this is Lena Taylor's Days of Blood and Starlight, which is a part of the trilogy of The Daughter of Smoke and Bone. Yeah, this being the second book. I've heard a lot about this series and I've been wanting to start it for a while, so again, seeing this I thought, oh, it will spur me on to get the first book and start it. But yeah, I have nothing but high hopes for this series. I think this was like £1 or something. The next one I have here is Talon by Julie Kagawa. This is, by the looks of things, to do with dragons. Again, I've seen good ratings for this, don't know exactly what it's about, but I like to be thrown into a book. This was 50p and it just looks so beautiful. Oh, it's got really cute spine as well, I love that. Then we have Alice's Adventures in Wonderland and Through the Looking Glass by Lewis Carroll. I haven't actually, if I remember correctly, read the Through the Looking Glass book. I think I've read Alice in Wonderland in some point in my life, but I've never read the sequel, or is it a prequel? I don't even know. But this little edition just looked adorable and I think it's so cute, so can't wait to start that. It will also be a really quick read, so because I'm reading something quite heavy at the moment, it would be nice to pick this up, you know, randomly one day to kind of lighten it up a little bit. I think this one might have been one of the books for £1. So if I don't say prices, that's probably why. Almost finished now. This next one is The Silkworm by Robert Galbraith, which is another pen name of J.K. Rowling. I haven't read any of her books, so this will be interesting. I think it's kind of like a mystery thriller or something. I didn't actually buy this, but Joe's friend gave it to me because she had 2 copies and I thought, okay, why not? So yeah, I don't know if it'll be something that I'm interested in, but I can always give it a go. Next, I got from a comic book shop when I was in Southend the Graveyard Book Volume 1 by Neil Gaiman. I've been wanting to read this for a little while. As you can see, it's £15, so that's why it was putting me off a little bit, but I really wanted to get something whilst I was up there because I don't go up there too often now. And yeah, illustrated by P. Craig Russell, which is like Neil Gaiman's bae. They're always together when it's graphic novel involvement, but it's also illustrated by a different artist each chapter by the sound of things. And yeah, this just sounds interesting. Again, it's another adaptation from one of Neil Gaiman's books, so can't wait to read that. And then for a buy one get one half price deal in W.H. Smith, I picked up Will Grayson by John Green and David Levithan. I can't say that. Leviton. I think this is part of the LGBTQ plus genre, because I know David does a lot of writing for that genre, and I wanted to try something from him, so I thought I'd try it with an author, John Green, that I already like, so can't wait to check that out. But I only really got that at that time because I wanted to get A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J Maas, which is her new adult sort of fantasy series that she's doing. I think she said it's going to be a trilogy, so I'm excited for a shorter fantasy series from her. Already love The Throne of Glass, so been waiting, anticipating to get this for so long, but finally have it in my hands and I cannot wait to read it. I hear it's a retelling of Beauty and the Beast in some aspects, with elements of the Fae Kingdom and world, so yeah, that'll be something right up my street. I might get another book before this is uploaded, and also September is my birth month, so I expect to get some more books then, so sorry if you're getting overwhelmed by book hauls, but they're fun and it means I've got more to read. But yeah, thank you very much for watching and I shall see you next time. Bye. Almost finished now. This next one is The Silkworm by Robert